What's going on, guys? Mr. Golden Sports bringing you another online ranked match, and as you can see, we are 11-3 so far this year, and we haven't played that many games. I mean, I'm posting games a lot, but you know, for only 14 games, I haven't really played that much. So we go ahead and we're looking through what team haven't we selected yet. You know, we're scrolling through. You know, let's go with the Titans. We haven't played a game with the Tennessee Titans yet this year, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Let's see if we can get Chris Johnson going. You know, that guy's an absolute monster, and you know, he can outrun everybody, so we're hoping we can get some good plays with him. Going against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, definitely a good matchup. Both teams are overall 79, so very even right there. My first play of the game, I give it to Johnson, and I run to the left, and I get a beautiful 19-yard run. And this is where the mistake happens. You know, I say this to people all the time. When you get a good run, keep running the ball. I do a play action, I get sacked, and I'm forced a second and long, and then I back up and I throw a pick six right there. And that right there is not a good way to start a game. So I got to stay level-headed. You know, I got to stay calm. I got to remain focused. You know, I cannot let that play, you know, get to me. You know, it's all about having amnesia. You know, you have a bad play, focus, move forward, and you know, don't worry about the past mistake. So again, first drive on the right there, I do a screen to give it to Johnson, and just like that, snap a finger, we have a tie game. You know, an open field like that, nobody's gonna catch Chris Johnson. So we score a touchdown now, 7-7, and you know, put the ball in my playmaker's hands, and he's gonna be able to do things for me, and that's exactly what happened. 7-7. So even though he scored without me having to see his offense, you know, me scoring right there was crucial. So you know, we're glad we got that out of the way. And right now it's 7-7. So you know, he backs up and he throws to the right, and he ends up getting a tippy-toeing right on the sidelines. I felt like the cornerback was in position, and I'm definitely learning how to better perceive when to switch to the computer and when not to. You know, I've definitely had some problems where I would think the computer's going to handle it, and then they don't do nothing. Or, you know, I try to handle it and I mess up and the computer was in position and I moved them out. So, you know, I'm kind of getting a better understanding of when is the proper time to switch to the opponent. Like right there, we switch and we get a no soup for you. That right there was a nice turnaround interception. And that right there is big, you know, because that right there gives us our chance to, you know, wipe away that interception. You know, right here is a good opportunity to take our first lead of the game. And we get stuffed on back-to-back runs, makes it third and long, try to go to a quick pass to the right. Nothing, so we're forced to punt the ball, so it's like that interception never happened. So, fortunately, we weren't able to capitalize on that. But, you know, defensively, I'm not really looking to have too many stops, but, you know, I need to be able to be unstoppable on offense. That's how I win my games, by not stopping you, but just capitalizing off your mistakes. And so far, I wasn't able to do that, so that right there kind of hurt. So we get him to a 3rd and 4. And he runs outside of the pocket, and he tries to throw it, but nothing. I'm sorry, he gets the first down right there. So he does that a lot. You know, he was running outside of the pockets, you know, extending the play a little bit. So there's nothing more frustrating than feel like you got everything contained, and then they run out of the pocket, and then they just find somebody. That right there is definitely a little frustrating. So on 3rd and 8, you know, he draws back. He's sitting in the pocket this time, looking. He goes over to the right, and again, computer in position, but they don't do anything. And that right there, it's more frustrating than anything when you feel like your defender is in perfect position, but they don't make a reaction to the ball. And unfortunately, that right there was just stupid on his part, and he ends up scoring a touchdown. So we are down 14-7, and he gets ball at halftime. So that right there is huge. So we got to be able to put points up on this possession. We cannot let him go 2 possessions with ball. That right there may be too big to overcome. So right now, you know, we're trying to get a locker going. Right there, wide open to the left, but he just overthrows it. I wanted to go with Hasselbeck, but I started locker because his deep accuracy is better, and he has that speed. He has that intangible where, you know, in case something happens, he can just break out of the pocket and move the ball forward a little bit. 2nd and 3, we drop back. We go to the right in his hands, but he ends up dropping it, so we're forced on a 3rd down, and we need this. You know, we don't want to punt. So we go over the middle to Cook Jr. wide open, and he gets us an excellent field position right here. Great opportunity to score. We give it to Johnson. Nothing right there. The running game was pretty much shut down. I really couldn't do too much on running the ball. Right here, 1st and 10, we get a handoff, and we get a decent amount of yards right here, bring us to 2nd and 6. Drop back, nice little touch pass to the flat route right there. We end up scoring a touchdown. So it's 14-14. Now he has the opportunity to score and get ball back at halftime. possibly score again, and just like that, I'm down 14 points. So I need to stop one of the two. Either I stop him here or stop him when he gets the ball at halftime. Either or, I cannot let him score back-to-back possessions. So we get him to a 2nd and 12. He drops back from the pocket. He goes over the middle, and again, defender right there, but no reaction. Nothing's more frustrating than that. He's running outside of the pocket here. I try to manually blitz, but he's finding these receivers, and it's getting a little frustrating. You know, I need to make a stop here. You know, a good play right there. So we get him to a 3rd and 6. So he drops back, and he's looking, go deep over to the right. He had him, but thankfully he's overthrown and gets it to a 4th and 6. So he ends up punting the ball. We definitely give him, you know, commends for that. That right there is big. You know, I like to see players when they play realistic like that. So we got 30 seconds to see if we can make something happen. You know, we don't have much time, you know, but maybe we could kick a field goal or something. You know, a lead is a lead right here. So we're just going to make anything happen at this point. So right there, we go to the right to Washington, and we get stopped, but a 1st down. So I substituted Chris Johnson to put him in as a receiver after this play right here, all the way to the left, to see if I could get a streak going. You know, his speed, maybe he can get something going. Right there, and that's exactly what happens, man. He streaks down the field. Cjeck throws a beautiful pass towards the right, and he ends up catching it, and we get a touchdown. Just like that, and Mr. Golden Sports didn't give up a score before halftime. Is this a fake video? Only because I had the ball. That's usually when I don't give up a score at halftime. Only because I had the ball. But we scored, and that right there was huge momentum. I know he had to be pissed off and or frustrated. There's no way you can have a level head after a play like that. By the way, so no soup for you. We end up getting our 2nd interception of the half. And like I said, he has to be frustrated. You know, so I need to take that momentum into my advantage. You know, giving up a score like that right before halftime. So I know he's frustrated. If it happened to me, I would have been pissed off. So I need to, hopefully he can, you know, get out of his game plan and make a couple more mistakes. You know, I'm up 7, but I need that 2-possession lead. You know, I need one more mistake and one more capitalization off of that for me to go ahead and be in a position that I want to be in. Right there, he goes deep up top over to the right. We switch over and we try to pick it up, but we drop it. But, you know, like I said, I'm getting better at knowing when to switch into the defender, and I felt like that right there was a good time, but we ended up dropping a pick. 1st down, he goes again. He keeps going for him. He has him this time, but he's overthrown. Woo! He keeps beating him on the street route. Vincent Jackson really isn't that fast, but he keeps getting great distance between that streak, between him and McCourty. But right there was a nice pass right there to the left, gets him in good field position. Goes deep up top, and we end up swatting that down. So right now, we're hoping to hold him to a field goal. That right there would be huge for our defense. Right there, he breaks the tackle, but we end up stopping him in the backfield. He ends up losing a couple of yards. So we're starting long. So right now, we need to grip down and get a good stop right here. But he runs outside the pocket just a little bit, and we end up stopping him. So 4th and 14, kicks a field goal, and it's just too short. So that right there could change the complexity of this game. If I score right here, give me a 2-possession lead, even if it's a field goal, whatever, this game can possibly be changed huge. And we go to Johnson on the screen, and wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah, excuse me, son, I got touchdowns to score. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah, we end up wiggling our way all the way to the end zone. And we got, 2 screenplays for touchdowns right there. Chris Johnson is absolutely beastly. If he gets Greenfield ahead of him, he's going to outrun everybody. So now we're up 2 possessions, and now I feel I can sit back. Even if I make a bonehead mistake on defense, I still retain the lead no matter what. And that is the type of position I always want to put my offense in, where no matter what, I'm going to have the lead, because I never have faith in my defense. But to give my defense a 2-score lead, I feel like is always good. So right here, we hold him to a 4th down, and he ends up going for it. And we end up getting another interception right there. And we are in great position to go ahead and score. And at this point, with the 3rd quarter pretty much coming to an end soon, another score, this game is over. We fumble, but thankfully we end up recovering it. And right here we do a play action. We hit the fullback on the flat. He ends up breaking a tackle. Well, I mean, he didn't break the tackle, but he kind of carried him into the end zone. So now it's 35-14, and at this point, I feel like the game is over. You know, I don't think that he's going to be able to come back. I mean, he has to score, get a couple onside kicks and stuff like that. But, you know, once I get the ball, I'm definitely going to run the ball, you know, play clock management and do what I got to do. So the second half, we've been doing good. We haven't given up a score yet. You know, he has had multiple possessions, but we've been able to stop him every time. In the 3rd quarter, we're pitching a shutout so far, and we were able to score 2 touchdowns ourselves. Right here, he goes over the top, beautiful pass right there, right inside the pylon. He ends up catching it, make it a 2-possession lead again. So again, my game plan at this point is, you know, keep the clock running. You know, whatever I need to do to keep this clock going. I do not want to give him the ball with a chance to, you know, do something. You know, so right there was a nice play to Johnson, and we run the ball again to bring it to the fourth quarter. So, you know, 2nd and 8, we drop back and we try to get a draw, but we end up getting nothing. So 3rd down, we would like a first down here to keep the ball going, and we drop back and nothing's up. But look at Locker breaking tackles. That right there was a beautiful clutch first down. Now we can breathe a little bit more. We don't got to punt the ball, and we catch Chris Johnson again on the streak route. Beautiful pass over to the right, and it's the touchdown. And this is where he concedes the game. Whoo! Beautiful game right here. We end up coming away with the victory. Thank you as always for your time, guys. Mr. Golden Sport providing you with the best Madden entertainment on a daily basis. Give it to me, baby. Follow me on Twitter if you guys don't already. It's your boy GS. Hopefully we can keep this win streak going. I think I'm on like a 4-game win streak or whatever. I think I'm like a level 3, so I got a long way to go. But as always, man, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to check out my video. I'm out. Peace.